Company of Hero 3's Dock faction is wildly unpredictable in the 3v3 and 4v4 multiplayer landscape. For every roaring success of the game that me and my friends play, another comes and makes the faction look quite terrible. This is the playset of Dock, unlike the more stable Wehrmacht. You have the highest highs, and they do come often enough, which is why it's the top faction in my opinion, but the lows can be quite stinging. So for today's How to Open, I thought to demonstrate what I found to be the most stable and flexible opening I've played so far for the Dock faction. Now to start, open with the Italian Combined Arms Battle Group. You'll want to go down the left side of the tree immediately and acquire Bersaglieri. Now, these Italian units are fast, long-range infantry that'll suit the early game quite nicely. Their sprint will ensure that you get to the front line quickly, and while not as strong as when they are fully bolstered and upgraded with Brettas, so long as you keep the enemy infantry at range, you should be fine until you eventually get those upgrades. Acquire 3 of these units while also moving down the left side of the Combined Arms tree as you progress through the game. You'll need 4 command points to get your infantry at their maximum potency, but that shouldn't take too long. After your 3rd Bersaglieri unit, acquire the Light Support Campagne building, and quickly acquire a medical truck to ensure your frontline infantry remain at their full strength before acquiring the Fire Support upgrade. Now, the current meta is dominated by Stoogs and Martyrs. By the time this video releases, I highly doubt that will change, but I wanted to release a different path for players. After the Fire Support tech finishes, you should be able to call in an assault group, and between the 4 choices, I would highly recommend the Support Gun and the Anti-Tank Gun. The former is potent, can deploy smoke, and overall has my biggest recommendation. Now, the reason why I recommended the AT gun though is that Bersaglieri have no tank snares, so early game armor is deadly against this opening. However, in 3v3 and 4v4, if your teammate grabs an early AT gun, then this weakness is somewhat mitigated. This also applies if they have any type of early game anti-tank infantry. After acquiring the support gun, grab your own AT gun and then the Afrika Korps Panzer Armee command building. Panzer IIIs will be your endgame here. Panzer IIIs in my opinion are great, just look at my best Axis tank video from last week. They are all-purpose tanks that, while not as good as the Panzer IV equivalents in Wehrmacht, can tangle with most allied opponents. With the manpower you've saved through the game, you should be able to acquire the tech upgrades including tungsten rounds, the vehicle survival package, emergency repair kits, and rapid advance. Then your Panzer III should be more than capable of tackling any opponent, while the right side of the Italian Combined Arms Battle Group should allow you to end things with strafing runs or off-map artillery. So with this flexible and stable build, I think I should also mention why I didn't choose other units to be included in this opening. The 250 light carrier is a good way to save manpower, and you will get it when you call in your assault group, but most opponents prepare early game AT in preparation for this rush. I also wanted an opening that could work in urban environments, which the carrier is less effective in. Panzer Grenadiers are solid, especially with the veteran squad upgrade, but Bersaglieri are faster and more potent, and also bolstered by the tech upgrade. Not to mention the fact that Bersaglieri come with grenades, while you need to tech for the Panzer Grenadiers to acquire them. Stoogs and Martyrs are also extremely potent, but I found myself always with a surplus of fuel in my test games, and the Panzer III I found to be a good investment for that excess fuel, and they are tanks that can tackle any opponent minus the most heavily armored British units, like the Black Prince. I also didn't include the Tiger because most games you won't be able to acquire it with how short Company of Hero 3's games are. So that is my Bersaglieri Fire Support opening. Leave your comments below, tell me how this build order went for you, and next week I should have a tier list for Axis Infantry before I do some allied content. Until then, leave a like, follow, and subscribe, as I'm Greyshot151, and I'll see you all next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tony B95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support in helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.